Well, hey everyone, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. I'm over 50 years old and I love makeup and skincare products, and today I thought it'd be so much fun if we did one side of my face with luxury makeup and the other side with drugstore makeup. I've been going through my massive growing collection and I didn't realize how many dupes I've had for foundation, concealer, cream blush, eyeshadow, primer, highlighter. I can't wait to dive into this and see if there is a difference. Are we really shelling out more money for that luxury status, or will drugstore get the job done? So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Cat's Eye Beauty. And if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. I would love it if you would be a part of my family. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of shopping lately, and going through my collection, I realized, holy macaronis, I have a crap ton of makeup. And I thought it would be super fun to test out and see if luxury is better than drugstore. So I've got all my makeup laid out and I can't wait to dive into this video. Now, as usual, I've already done my eyebrows, and you're not gonna believe which one is the luxury side, which one is drugstore. Well, my right eyebrow is done with the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Pencil, and the left eyebrow is done with the Urban Decay Brow Blade. Can you see a difference? I didn't think so either. So we are going to start out with primer. So let's do this side for drugstore. For primer, I'm going to go in with Wet n Wild's Dewy Lumineux. This is an amazing primer that is super affordable, and it has a slight tint to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like. Now it has a slight tint to it, but it leaves such a luminous glow. So I'm just going to go ahead on the right side of my face and tap it in. This is great if you want to have that lit from within complexion, and it doesn't come off shiny, but it's just so beautiful. And just put a little bit through here. I've never done this before, and so I was so excited to test this out, but yeah. Okay, do you see how luminous my skin looks without it being glittery? Now, on the left side of my face, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in shade 2. I know this is such a luxurious formula. I absolutely love it. And as you can see, it does have a tint to it, just like the Wet n Wild. So let's just pop a little bit on. The only difference that I can tell with the Charlotte Tilbury against the Wet n Wild is that Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter is slightly more pigmented and a little bit thicker in consistency. But as you can see, it still provides that same exact type of glow. Okay, let's blend it, Catherine. Woo! All right, I need a clip. Let's see. Oh, that works. Okay, all right. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter on this side, and of course the Wet n Wild on the right side. So I think it looks the same. Hello, shocking. Now this side, of course, it's a little bit thicker in consistency, but this side feels lighter and sheerer, but I think it looks the same. For foundation, I mean, you can get foundation anywhere from $5 to $50 to even $150. Tom Ford, yeah. On the right side of my face, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. This also has SPF. I've been loving this foundation because it provides such beautiful coverage with a natural glow. So we're just gonna go right in. The shade that I'm in is Ivory Beige, shade 60. So, comes in a squeezy tube. Now, this does have a scent to it, but it could be due to the sunscreen. Beautiful foundation. Now, I couldn't help but think it reminded me so much of the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. Now this retails, I believe, for $40. So much pricier than Miss L'Oreal. So this too also has an SPF of 45, and it provides such beautiful coverage and luminosity that I absolutely was obsessed with this foundation, but let's go ahead and pump some out. It's a little bit runny, but I'm also in the shade, ooh, what shade is this? Dawn. I just remember it was Dawn. And I'm gonna use, of course, a different beauty sponge and tap it in. Now I have to give it to the Estee Lauder. It has a little bit more coverage than the L'Oreal, but it's still a beautiful formula. Okay, can you tell the difference? L'Oreal, Estee Lauder. I can't tell a difference. Foundation is on. Let's go into concealer. So for my drugstore concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is such a beautiful full coverage radiant concealer. Tap a little bit here and bring it out so I can brighten up that area. And how am I gonna do this? Okay. Use my ring finger and tap it in. Now, I've been purchasing a lot of makeup online and also in stores. I did a review on Rare Beauty and it was so nice to go into Sephora and actually check out the products. In case you're interested in that video, I'll put it up here in the cards. This concealer really offers full coverage. It really brightens up the eye area. Such a beautiful formula. And now I'm gonna take my drugstore side sponge and tap it in. Beautiful. And now for my luxury side, I'm going in with Dose of Colors concealer. Absolutely love this concealer. Now it does have a larger doe foot. I'm just gonna go right in the same areas and just dot. And right through here. Go ahead and tap that in. Now this is a full coverage concealer as well. And right off the bat, it feels like this consistency is slightly thicker than the Milani. Tap. Concealer on. Can you tell the difference? Drugstore, luxury. Wow, I can't tell the difference. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh, I gotta do this more often. Okay, contour and bronzer. For the drugstore side, I'm gonna go in with Revolution Pro's Sculpt and Glow. As you can see, this is very, very well loved. And tap some here, and just go ahead and press it through here. I mean, this is such a beautiful formula. You can see why I loved it so much. Completely affordable. I got it at Ulta. And then just tap it through here. And I'm in the shade Desert Sky. Nice. Okay. Now on my luxury side, of course, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in medium. You know, this is my ride or die. It's such a beautiful formula. I'm gonna take it on a different brush and just go ahead and tap that in. I love this bronzer because I use it on my eyes, I use it to bronze, I use it to sculpt. It's expensive, so I want to use it any way I can. Now this is a little bit cooler, this is a little bit warmer, but still gorgeous. Now for liquid cream blush. You know I love liquid cream blush. And there are so many options out there, drugstore, luxury. So on the right side, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Cream Blush in Pink Flush. And it comes out in a squeezy tube. And what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And on my left side, I'm gonna go in with Rare Beauty's Liquid Blush in Happy. And I'm gonna show you the difference and see how strikingly familiar they are. Now, be forewarned, this one is very, very pigmented. It's very similar. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in on the right side with the Milani, just a tiny bit, and just tap it in. Such a beautiful formula. I mean, this is exactly what it says it is, Pink Flush. Add a little bit more. But look how lovely that is. It's so pretty. What's fun about doing this video is as I was going through all my makeup, I was revisiting old friends. Do you ever do that with makeup? You're like, oh my gosh, I love that blush, or oh my gosh, I forgot I had that. So that's why this is so much fun for me. Okay, let's clean off this finger. Seriously, we're gonna go in with a Rare Beauty, and you barely need any. And I'm just gonna go in and tap that in. This definitely has more pigment, but it is just a beautiful formula. And this is the dewy formula of the liquid blush from Rare Beauty, but hello, it is so beautiful. Looks the same to me. Wowee. This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. Okay, I need some ginger beer. All ginger, no beer. Now, let's move on to eyes. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I love to prep my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. But I also did a review on the e.l.f. Putty Primer. And surprisingly enough, it worked really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in on the right side with the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. And literally, they look identical. e.l.f. and this is the MAC. Now you really have to heat this up. Oh, it feels a little dry. It feels dry. Oh no, this can't be good. I'm gonna try to use the heat of my fingertips to warm it up. This could be a problem. Okay. As you can see, I have a lot of veins and discoloration and some age spots on my eyelids. So I find using an eye primer, even concealer, helps. Also makes the eyeshadow last longer, and in some cases make the colors pop even brighter. Now let's go in with MAC Paint Pot. Such a different formula. It's much creamier. Eye primer is on. Luxury, drugstore. For eyeshadow. This was the fun part, trying to go through all my palettes, drugstore and luxury, to see which matched up the best. And surprisingly enough, I came up with e.l.f.'s Cream and Sugar and their Pumpkin Pie eyeshadow palettes. And guess which luxury palette we are gonna dupe it to. I told you in the last video that I did for Charlotte Tilbury's Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, I was gonna get my money's worth. So you can imagine how similar the shades from the Seduce Glow and the Happy Glow compare to Cream and Sugar and Pumpkin Pie. So we're just gonna go in with a look. Now the first shade I'm gonna pull is going to be from the Pumpkin Pie, but I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. right above my crease and just tap that on. Now on a different brush, I'm going to go in with Seduce Glow from the Charlotte Tilbury palette and go on this side. This has way more pigment, I gotta admit it. Ooh, way more. This is definitely cooler toned and this is definitely warmer, but now for the outer corner, I'm going to go back into Pumpkin Pie. I'm going to swatch this shade. It's very coppery. It's beautiful. And let's take it right through here and see what it looks like compared to Charlotte Tilbury. Gorgeous. I mean, this is drugstore and that is gorgeous. I think I'm going to pull from the lightest shade of Seduce Glow. Oh yeah, let's try that. Oh, this is so buttery. That's Seduce Glow. Look how similar that is. Oh yeah, we're gonna go into that color. I'm gonna go ahead and take it on my Morphe 507 brush, the e.l.f. I'm gonna tap that into the outer corner of my eye and see if I can get a pop of color right through there. That is so beautiful. And who says you can't put a shimmer on the outskirts of your eye? I say you can. Now I'm gonna go into Seduce Glow on my left eye on a MAC brush and do the exact same thing. With Cream and Sugar, I'm going to go in with this third shade right through here, and I'm going to swatch it. Look at that pigment. Oh my gosh. Now, going back into the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm going to swatch Happy Glow and see what we come up with. Okay, that is beautiful. This one here, and just pop it all over the lid. I'm just going to go in with the Cream and Sugar and pop it on my lid. And now for Charlotte Tilbury. Now with a Morphe brush, I'm going to go back into Cream and Sugar with that deepest shade. And I'm going to go ahead and line my lower lash line and stamp it out. And on the outskirts of my upper lash line. And with a clean MAC brush, I'm going to go back into Seduce Glow. It's not as deep as the Cream and Sugar, but I'm going to do the same thing to my other eye. Pretty darn similar. Now, going back into Cream and Sugar, I'm going to take that lightest shade right through here, and I'm going to go ahead and pop it into my inner corner with a Sigma. And then whatever's left, take it up on the brow. And now with the Charlotte Tilbury palette, I'm going to go in with the Dream Glow on a small Ulta brush and do the same. Not exactly a match, but oh well, we're going to roll with it. And then tap it through here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Eyeliner, mascara on. Now for eyeliner, I just went in with my favorite, the Benefit Roller Eyeliner. Now for mascara, on the right side, I went in with Essence's Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. And with the left side, I went in with Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I've been trying to get on board with this mascara, but I still really don't care for it. But I thought I would give it another fair shake. Now for highlighter, I'm gonna go in on the right side of my face. Wet n Wild, baby, Wet n Wild. Now this is in the shade Blossom Glow. I'm gonna take some on my brush and just tap it through here and see how that looks. Oh, that's pretty. And now on my left side, I'm gonna go in with OFRA's highlighter. Samantha March Inspired, Start Inspired Highlighter. As you can see, they look very similar. This one has a hint of pink and the cream, and then this one is just straight up pink. So we'll see. Go ahead and go back and forth between the cream and the pink and just tap it here. Ooh, it looks the same. And you know what? I'm just gonna go down the front of my nose, sorry, and then Cupid's bow. But it's super pretty. Oh my gosh. Now for lips, heck, I'm just gonna go for it. Luxury all the way. I figured I wouldn't do one side of my lips, luxury, one side drugstore, but this is the Tom Ford lipstick in Bamboo, and absolutely love this shade. I think it will complement the look beautifully today, so let's go in. Final look, everyone. Can you tell the difference between drugstore and luxury? I mean, everything from foundation, primer, eyeshadow, they're very similar. Now, the foundation was the L'Oreal Radiant Serum Foundation. Oh my gosh, beautiful coverage, SPF. And right on her heels is the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue, again with SPF 45. Now, I do have to admit, the Estee Lauder does have a little bit more coverage than the L'Oreal. But still, formulas are almost identical. Beautiful. Now, in terms of eyeshadow, the eyeshadow, okay, I didn't get exact matches on the colors, but I think the color story is very similar. It's up to you. You want to pay $75 or $3? It's kind of a no-brainer there. And also on highlighter, the Wet n Wild was so beautiful, but Wet n Wild here, OFRA over here. Can't tell a difference. So what do you think, guys? I want you to go back into your makeup collection and see if you can dupe some of your makeup. You would be so surprised. And in my next upcoming video, I will be reviewing, yes, a drugstore foundation and some new drugstore products that I picked up. So I hope you would consider subscribing. I would love it if you would be a part of my family. And for more reviews on makeup and skincare, check out these videos over here. But for now, mahal kita, I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Oh, short and fat. Okay. Oof.